Greetings to all of my friends, and thank you for all of your wonderful comments and all of your wonderful questions. They're just so marvelous and so nice to get them and so wonderful to read them. And they just fill my heart with joy. And I want to send out great hugs to you today for your comments and for being who you are. I want to send out great big hearts of love to you for your interest and for your support of my channel and supporting my partner channel, Marta Laura ZAYAS, and listen and helping to build up our channels. And for all of your support in doing that, I am eternally grateful today. And I have been experiencing marvelous changes, great increases in power and energy today and over the past few weeks. And it's just began to well up to a point where a lot of marvelous things are going to be taking place. And a lot of wonderful things are going to be taking place with my channel. My creativity has picked up 100-fold over what it was not too long ago. And that creativity I'm going to put into my channel. My channel is going to flourish, and there's going to be a lot of marvelous changes which you will enjoy. And but today has been full of blessing, and today has been a day in which the flow of inspiration has just been like Niagara's coming across me, just coming across me in sheets. And I have realized that the creativity that is available is inexhaustible. And so, if you want to have more creativity in your life, you need to approach it this way. You need to say, well, I do not know how much creativity I actually have, but by George, I'm going to find out because I'm going to start exercising every element of creativity which I feel like I might have. I'm going to approach it this way. I'm going to say, I do not know if I can paint a wonderful, beautiful painting, but by George, I'm going to find out because I'm going to get a canvas and I'm going to start doing it. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to do it and find out what my abilities are and find out how much creativity I've got. And I'm going to ask my divine source for more creativity and just find out how much creativity he'll give you. And when you do that, he will send you overwhelming power and energy and creativity. I can promise you that. And that painting will flow easily onto that canvas. If you've been dreaming about writing a book, a bestseller, you want to write a 1,000-page book that is a bestseller, just say, I do not know whether I have enough creativity to write that many pages or whether I can make it into a bestseller. But by George, I'm not going to stand back. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to find out just how much creativity my source God will give me. I'm going to go for it and find out how much creativity. The same thing about your YouTube channel. I do not know how wonderful I can make my channel. I do not know how wonderfully creative you can make your channel. I do not know what we can do with our partnership channels. My partner Marta Laura ZAYAS and I can do is with our partnership on trying to get her up to 2K and me up to 1K, and then flourishing from there and maybe making 100,000. I do not know what we can do, what we can add to our channels, or the creativity we can put in them, and maybe it can be 10-fold better, 100-fold better, 1,000-fold better. I do not know that. But I'm going to approach it like this. I'm going to say, by George, I'm going to put everything I got into it and find out how much my source God will do for me in that area, and just how much creativity he will give me, and just how much he's going to allow my channel to flourish. And I am going to enjoy every minute of it. I'm not going to just, I'm not going to let it turn into work. Because every time it starts turning into work, I'm going to turn to my source, God. I'm going to go to the silence, and I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to ask, why is this turning into work when you are flowing out all this power and this energy, and you're flowing out all this knowledge and wisdom like rivers all the time, and it's walking to and fro inside of me. It's there all the time. Jesus is passing by all the time within us, and all we got to do is reach up and touch his garment, and we'll be raised and lifted up into abundant life, and victory over disease and sickness. And so I do not know what all he will provide and what all he will do when I turn to him, but I'm going to go into that silence, and I'm going to say, this is turning into work. Therefore, you've got to flow more energy and creativity my way, and I'm just going to see what he will do. And when you do that, you will not believe how he will carry you through it all. He'll make it fun. He'll teach you how to make it fun. He'll teach you what's fun about it. He'll put fun on your mind and fun on your lips. And when you come on, you'll come on having fun, and you'll go off having fun. And you'll know what equipment. He'll tell you what equipment to buy. You'll get the right equipment that'll make it easy. All you got to do is hit a button. It'll start, and everything will just begin to flow. And you'll know exactly what to do. You'll have the perfect lighting. You'll know. He'll send along somebody that knows how to help you do all of these things, or he'll teach you how to do it and put the creativity on your mind. He'll bring along a communication specialist that will set you up. You know, that happens over and over and over. A communication specialist or a communication network will contact someone and say, well, I would like to interview you, or I would like to help your channel grow. And I have all of the perfect setup here, and just work with me, and I will cause your channel to flourish. And that can happen. Or you can become that person that does that for other people. And so I'm going to ask for that creativity to do that for other people. But we cannot imagine anything that is greater or more substantive than all this creativity which already exists with us. The things that already exist, the good that already exists, the joy that already exists, the power that already exists. Try to write down. Get you a journal and try to write down what you think all that power is, and what you think, how much creativity you think there is. Try to write it all down and just see if you can even approach it, or if every time you write a few pages down, 1,000 times more doesn't come to you, and you see, and your eyes begin to open, and you begin to see how much that there actually is that you haven't even approached. Exercise your imagination. We need to exercise our imagination and our energy and creativity and our power intensively and extensively all the time. Getting into alignment with all of this good, that just simply means realizing that all the good is available, and begin to commune with the infinite mind, and begin to ask questions, and begin to just generally have as it were a daily conversation with our source God, to tell you the things that you can do to improve the work that you're doing, your channel, and then just falling into line with that, and knowing that we are complete and containing all good things and all creative power and energy. Be absolutely and completely aware of these things. We have we need to know that we have thousands of times more power than we realize. Hence the need. Hence, if we will just turn ourselves to our source God, we can take advantage of these things. Ask that power that is within you. Ask that power to carry you. Ask that power to get under you, which he already is, but that you want to recognize that he is underneath and upholding and around you. And ask that you can mount up on wings as eagle, run and not be weary, and walk and not faint. And all of your days will be strong, and your eyes not dim, and you'll live to a long life without any sickness or illness. And ask for all these things, and ask for your divine source to carry you through your creative work. And if that work if you're working on your YouTube channel, or writing your book, or doing your painting, or doing your musical instruments, starts to become overwhelming work, then ask your divine source, what is happening here? What is wrong? Because there'll be something wrong there, and as you begin to ask, you'll get the answers to those questions as to why that is becoming so tedious, and why that is becoming so much work to you. There's some creative power that's not flowing, and when you do that, your divine source will get under you and carry you through that, and that creative juices will begin to flow like you cannot believe, and then your videos will just make themselves, and your channel will just flourish without you. They'll just go on without you. It'll become a living thing. It'll become a vibrant thing. It'll become a miraculous. Your channel will become a miraculous thing, which will take off without you, and friends will just show up on your channel, and you'll be carried through because you're in tune. Like they say, you're in alignment, getting into alignment with getting into the vortex. Esther and Jerry Hicks, getting into the vortex, getting in alignment with all good, getting into alignment with all your creative juices, getting into alignment with that power that can carry you through and make everything easy, and can make everything fun. It can make everything joyful, can put a smile on your face, and you can wake up with energy. You can go to bed with energy. You can dream dreams full of energy. You can dream dreams about marvelous things happening. You can wake up and marvelous things will happen. And that's happening for me. More and more every day, I'm getting up and miraculous things are happening right off. And it keeps going. This morning, there were just all kinds of miraculous things happening. And just marvelous, how it all just came about. You'd think, well, I do good to get one video done before 8 o'clock in the morning, and I ended up getting 2 of them done, and I was just carried through it. I mean, it wasn't any work at all. The words just came and just flowed, and so let that all begin to get into all of that, and begin to understand it, and you'll be surprised what will happen. But that power and that energy is always behind us, underneath us, and upholding us always, supporting us always, ready to take over. You see, that our divine source is ready to take over. He's ready to take over and blow. But we're saying, I don't believe that there's something there that can take over like that. I've got to do it. I can only get it through hard work. I can only get it through just striving to do it myself, to just stay busy enough and move fast enough. I got to move fast enough that I can get it all done. I got to move fast enough that I can get some videos done and get all my other work done, get all my housework done, and all my cooking done, and meet all the people I need to do, take care of all the clients I need to do. But no, you can get such energy that all of that will just happen for you easily. We are therefore actually abundantly superior to lack of to all of this non-creativity and this hard work that we think we have to do. And so I will be talking to you again this afternoon, and you have a good afternoon.